Hey, what's up, positive people? What's up, HCR fam? And welcome to the Be Positive Music Show. I am your host, B+, and of course, we're coming to you live right here on SiriusXM, channel 154 and Holy Culture Radio. It's a wonderful, beautiful day down here in the DFW area here in Texas, but wherever you are tuning in from and however you are listening, whether it's the Holy Culture Radio app, or if you're listening to me live right now on SiriusXM, or you're watching the playback, I want to thank you for choosing to kick it with me here today. And today is going to be completely packed with a whole lot of new music. The first 30 minutes, in fact, will be all new music. The first quarter of today's show, that will be music that all came out yesterday. So that came out on this past Friday. And then the second quarter of today's show, that will be all music that came out on the Friday before. So if you want to be up on the latest and greatest that's going on in Christian hip hop, you gotta tell everybody what's going on over here at the Be Positive Music Show. So like I said, this is one of my favorite times of year just because, like I said, the weather is starting to get better. Artists are starting to drop all their new music. The first quarter of the year was a little bit slow, so things are starting to pick up. Music is dropping each and every week. And another reason why I like this time of year is just because the NBA playoffs are here, and I love playing basketball. I've been playing it my entire life. And one thing that you may not know is how I prep for shows. I go to the park, it's just me, my headphones, and I'm listening to all the latest and greatest in Christian hip hop, and I'm building my show, thinking through my topics and things like that. So I'm very excited. I probably have a little bit extra juice just because it just two things that I love. I'm doing them at the same time. It's just the recipe for me having a good time. So with that being said, I do want to let you guys know really quickly what I have planned for the halftime pep talk. Now, there was this clip from a scene of a show on Netflix called Beef. Now, I'm not endorsing the show. I actually know nothing about the show other than just this one scene that was kind of circulating on Twitter. His name is Steven Yeun. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. He's a very popular actor, very popular from the show Walking Dead, or The Walking Dead. So there's a clip that's kind of circulating around. I won't give it away now, but you guys stick around. I'm going to talk about that clip and a whole lot more around the halftime, and really just a quick sneak peek. I'm going to talk about the cerebral part of following the Lord, the intellectual part, but then also like the more emotional, or dare I say, the charismatic side of following the Lord. So you guys want to stick around for that. We are going to go ahead and get ready to get into this first set. This first song is entitled Lighter Fluid, excuse me. It is by No Big Deal. He is on a tear right now, so you guys tune into this song here. This is the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio, and let's go.
Everyone think they hot until you put the fire to them. Came out my mama and I was covered in lighter fluid. Think I could walk on water since I saw Messiah do it. Thank God I walked on water, it must be the line of Judah. I think you wash your hands if you really saw Pilate do it. I know depression feel like Goliath when fighting through it. I'm let go, let go, let go, let's get let go, let go, I had to let go and let God. Don't need help doing his job. Say cause still he raw. Had to let go and let God. Let go, let go, let's get let go, let go.
My chest, girls on my chest, girls on my chest, girls on my chest, girls on my back, girls on my back. Walking at the flesh. Pick up your cross and walk. Yeah. Pick up your cross and walk. Yeah. Pick up your cross and walk. Yeah. Pick up your cross and walk. Pick up your cross and walk. Yeah. Pick up your cross and walk. Stay down, came up, God made a way. Let me tell you about it. You can sit and wait around, or you can make it happen. I've been walking in the spirit, ain't no way around it. And it's up, yeah. And it's up, yeah. Hey.
Alright, and welcome back to the show, the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM, channel 154 and Holy Culture Radio. It's your host here, B+. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first set of the show, the first quarter of this show. Like I said, all those songs came out just yesterday, so that's the very latest and greatest that's going on in Christian hip hop. So I do want to let you guys know what you just heard. The first song, that was Lighter Fluid, that was by No Big Deal. The next song was Let Go, Let God, that was by Toya Love and Childlike CC. The ladies really showed out on that track. The next song that I played was Crosswalk. That was by Scooty Wop. Shout out to him on his brand new, should I say, record deal. And then the fourth song that I played during the first quarter, that was God Made a Way, and that was by What Up RG. Now, we are about to hop into our second quarter. Like I said, these next three songs you're going to hear all came out the week before last. I really do need to get back to doing my new Music Friday-ish that is on over on YouTube. So what I do is I set up my camera and I play the brand new songs that came out from the night before, and I just kind of react to them. Some of the songs that I listen to there make it on the show. I haven't done that at all this year. I used to do it a whole lot in the fourth quarter of last year, but I definitely want to bring that back because I hope you guys, or I wish you guys could have saw some of my reactions to the songs that I just played. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get ready to hop on to the second quarter of today's show. This first song I have coming up, the name of the song is James Dean. The song is by John Keith featuring Lecrae. You guys keep it locked right here on SiriusXM channel 154, Holy Culture Radio, and let's go.
Gassed up, all y'all hating. Rebel no cars like James Dean. Way too raw, God made me. Dying, but I'm still going crazy. Blessed, let's go get blessed. 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 Baby, I'm gone with the wind. Yeah, you hear that? Baby, I'm gone with the wind. I was walking with the weight on, but he took the weight off. Yeah, I was chasing at the paper, but he showed me something greater. That's what happens when you wait on him. That's what happens when you wait on him. Blessings they raining on me. Bless from my head to my feet.
It's halftime with B+. Time for that pep talk.
All right, and welcome back to the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM channel 154 and Holy Culture Radio. It's your host here, B+, and yes, you heard correctly. It is time for the halftime pep talk. But before that, I do want to let you guys know what you heard during the second quarter of today's show. The first song I played, that was James Dean. That was by John Keith featuring Lecrae. The next song was Gone with the Wind. That was by Not Clyde. And then the third song you heard was Wait on Him, and that was by St. James featuring JKO. Now, let's go ahead and switch gears and hop into today's halftime pep talk. And I have to tread a little bit lightly on this topic because I don't want to offend anybody on either side as it relates to those who are more cerebral in their approach to their relationship with the Lord and those who are more charismatic with their approach. But as I was saying in our intro, this halftime pep talk idea came to mind this week just because there was a clip from a show called Beef that is on Netflix. Like I said in the intro, I don't know anything about the show. Only thing I do know about the show is I saw this clip. I thought it was very interesting. I caught wind of it because Xavier Omar, he posted about it. And basically, let me just kind of, for my listening audience, let me just kind of walk through what happened in the scene. So we're in the scene, an artist by the name of, let me make sure I say his name right, Stephen Yeun. I'm butchering it again. I think I butchered it in the beginning, but Stephen Yeun, I think I'm pronouncing it right now. He's a very popular actor, most popular from his role on The Walking Dead. He is standing in a church service, and they're singing, I believe, Oh Come to the Altar by Elevation Worship, or a cover of that. And he's standing there and he's starting to get emotional. He's starting to cry. He's looking around. He's looking kind of nervous. And he begins to cry. He begins to look around. A young lady turns around and looks at him. And I feel like from my perspective, being in the church, similar to that growing up, that's happened to me a lot. You're kind of standing there like you don't really want to get emotional, but you are getting emotional because of whatever you may be dealing with. And then by the end of it, he leans over, puts his hands on the pew. Somebody comes up, put their hands on the shoulder, and then like it cuts off. Or at least from what I've seen, it cuts off. So And the reason why this is interesting because Xavier Omar, he made a comment. He tweeted about it and said, "I'm confused as to why people considered worship music manipulation, yet any other song just a song." So I was kind of interested, like, why does he have that take? So then I went and clicked on the original tweet, and I read, I kid you not, close to 100 quote tweets about this. Ranging from people who felt like, man, I've been here and the Lord spoke to me this way in the church service, and this is very beautiful. Then like in the middle, people were just talking about just like the art of it, and that's kind of what I thought. I was like, I've never seen a movie capture this moment in the church service this well. I've seen a ton of cheesy Christian films. Sorry for my my Christian film lovers. But a lot of times it's cheesy. The person storms down to the altar and they're confessing their sins, but it rarely happens like that in church. It happens just as they showed here on Beef. So from an artistic point of view, I thought they kind of nailed it. Then all the way to the other end, and those were people who were just kind of like, this is chief evangelical manipulation. They're using music. They're using the chord progressions. This is what the church does. It preys on people who are emotionally weak, and they say the right thing at the right time, and then next thing you know, you're crying, and it's all emotion. So it kind of got me thinking, because I think about this a lot. I don't believe that the cerebral and the charismatic, like those two approaches to God, are in competition with each other. I feel like more they kind of work hand in hand. If you're way too emotional, you're just being gullible and you're just crying because other people are crying in the church. But if you get way too pragmatic, you're in the church overthinking everything, and the Holy Spirit can't work with somebody who's overthinking everything. I mean, I'm sure that it can, but it's going to be a lot harder for you if you're coming from a more skeptical point of view. So I think that they kind of work hand in hand. I used to kind of feel like there was a spectrum. Like, you know, one end was being cerebral, the other end was being charismatic, and I want to stay somewhere like in the middle. I didn't want to get too far either direction for the reasons I stated before. But now I kind of look at it like a marriage. Like, these two things are walking hand in hand, and it's just a part of your salvation experience, just walking through these things. So I thought the clip was dope. I really enjoyed it, but I did also enjoy hearing the different perspectives, because I do feel like some churches do abuse this and just really. I hate the phrase "prey on people," because I feel like that's an over exaggeration. It's overcorrecting for something that people may be doing wrong. But yeah, I do feel like we should make sure that we're not just kind of pulling people's emotions, but letting the Holy Spirit do the work. So that's what I got for today's halftime pep talk. Let's go ahead and get into some more music. I just want to play some songs about the glory of God. So we're gonna kick things off with the old school joint. The name of the song, let me make sure I have it right. The name of the song it's a classic, Honor and Glory by The Ambassador featuring The Tonic. I hope that you guys enjoy this song. This is the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM, channel 154 and Holy Culture Radio. You guys keep it locked right here.
Praise, honor, and glory belong to the God who's strong with authority. He's matchless. This rap is lyrically graphic, 'cause it's a tactic to speak truth so you can grasp it. All praise, honor, and glory belong to the God who's strong with authority. He's matchless. This rap is lyrically graphic, 'cause it's a tactic to speak truth so you can grasp it.
Since I was 16, they was hot, they been losing they steam. I was quiet, she thought I was shy, went from watching the throne to being the king, yeah. Came from the bottom, yeah, I paid the price, they couldn't afford it, yeah. I had to build from the ground, I never could let them destroy it, They said that they hard, they cover my coffins, a hole in their story, yeah. I'm living my dream, I gotta thank God and give him the glory, yeah.
Now I feel the glory on me. I can take the sound of his story on me, yeah. I ain't got no worries on me. I can't take no else, 'cause I know he for me, yeah. Search for it, get it right for it.
It's the fourth quarter. Time for some Christian R&B.
All right, and welcome back to the Be Positive Music Show. I am your host, B+, and of course, We're coming to you live right here on Holy Culture Radio, SiriusXM channel 154. And before we hop into the fourth quarter, I do want to let you guys know what you heard during Q3 of today's show. You probably heard that was a glory set. I kicked things off with two of the legendary members of the Cross Movement. That was The Ambassador featuring The Tonic, and the name of that song was Honor and Glory. The next song that I played was Glory. That was by Aaron Cole. And then the third and last song that I played was Glory on Me. That was by Stephen Malcolm, Taylor Hill, and Childish Major. All right. So now we are at the moment where we are going to tap into some the Christian R&B, that Christian rhythm and praise. One of my favorite sets. I love doing this each and every week. We're going to be checking out a song by one of my favorite artists. He goes by the name of Jonathan McReynolds. He has an album that came out in the first quarter of this year. The name of the album was My Truth, but the name of this song is Basics, just reminding us to get back to those foundational things in our faith and really lean on the Lord. So I hope you guys enjoyed this song. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show. I am your host, B+, and you guys keep it locked right here. Don't you guys go anywhere.
I can't believe that I'm back to the basics. Jumping down from the clouds, getting grounded in you. I've heard every song and Sunday word, the profound, the absurd, and I study, cause I'm a nerd. Trusting in what's unseen, tell me that it's easy. You make love what living you do. You surprise me every day, yeah. I just wanna be with you, that's all I want.
That this was what I wanted, but now my dreams have left me haunted. And if I was being honest, yeah, it's being honest. I'm trying to get back to the garden. I'm trying to get back where it started.
All right, it's your host B+, and this has been the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio. As always, I really do appreciate you guys rocking it with me on these Saturday afternoons or early evenings, depending on where you're listening from. But unfortunately, we have reached the conclusion of today's show, so you can feel free to follow me on Twitter. Actually, before I get into that, let me let you guys know what you heard during the fourth quarter of today's show. Now, the first song that I played, that was by Jonathan McReynolds. The name of the song was Basics. The next song that I played was by Cass, that's CASS. The name of that song was Clouds. And then the last song that I played was Eden. That was by Scribe Music featuring Q Flow. And I don't think I pronounced that very well. That was Eden, as in the Garden of Eden. And that was by Scribe Music and Q Flow. And just a quick little, I guess, Easter egg for next week. I will be doing an recap countdown. Well, not a recap countdown. I'll be doing a recap snapshot. That's my shorter version of an album review of Scribe Music's project entitled Scribe and the Wildlings. So you want to make sure that you tell a friend to come back next week. I will be doing that album review. I have a whole lot planned as we wind down. I have an interview in the works with Luke DiMarzio. He does some writing for Rapzilla. He does excellent countdown. He loves doing lists. He's great at making them. He puts together a great list of the best albums from each month. So I'm gonna invite him on the show really soon. I also have another album review I hope to do. I'm gonna hold on to who that is gonna be. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm not gonna say that just quite yet. So you can feel free to follow me over on Twitter. I can be found at DJ_B_plus. You can also feel free to hop over to YouTube. I have a whole lot going on over there. Just type in B+ music, and you should see my smiling face over there. I have a lot of album reviews. You might see some of the visuals from this actual show that I'm doing right now. You can also go over to Spotify, type in Be Positive Music Show. You will find playlists of all the music that I play each and every weekend. So I have a whole lot going on. I hope that you guys stay locked in with me for this journey, because I do feel energized coming out of that first quarter of the year. I feel like in a lot of ways I was just trying to get my footing. I have a whole lot going on at work and at home and all over the place, but I have my footing. And I'm excited. So for all my SiriusXM listeners, for all my Holy Culture listeners, I really do appreciate you guys kicking it with me. And I am B+. And until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Oh, I actually just forgot something. I have a little bit more time left in my hour, and I do this about maybe once a month, at least once a quarter I do this. I love ending my show with this song by Erica Campbell. The name of the song is, you guessed it, Positive. I love ending it just because it just really speaks to my heart. It speaks to the heart of this show. So you guys, just check out this song. Shout out to Erica Campbell, one of the queens of gospel music. We love you, and you guys have an awesome weekend.